Is live, uncut, unedited.
All right, people, come on in.
You already know what it is live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
don't know about you, but
I love being black.
tell the truth.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right, all right, all right. We're here, people, once again, alive and well, breathing healthy, clothed in the right mind, as the church folks say. I tell you. All right, I see you, Marcella Don. I see you. It was an experience today. We had it. Don't forget to support your boy with some stars. That would be nice. All right. It'd be nice. I want to give a shout out to my YouTube family for coming in and being with me. We building and we're growing together. And today was a day of progress in the right direction. So I want to hear from you guys today. Those of you that was downtown City Hall building, come and tell me what was your experience today. I did some live videos so you guys can, those of you that was at work or some way just couldn't get down there, you got the message. And so this is real, people. This is definitely real. Make sure you share this video. More and more people will be coming in shortly as we go along in the program. But I want to talk about the migrants and the funding that they are receiving. And I tell you, something got to give, people. Is either two things. One, they get the funding, or two, they get bust up out of here. The ones that's sleeping around don't have nowhere to go. So that's the deal on that, people. So we need to talk about that. We need to talk about it. So come on in. We're going to talk. And those that's having a birthday today, I want to wish you happy birthday. Let me get on here so I can wish some of my people happy birthday real quick. I know I wasn't get a chance to do that earlier. I was moving around. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, and we're gonna make something happen today. We're gonna talk about the migrants. Y'all know the telephone number 872-29. Matter of fact, I don't even have to do that.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
Again.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
All right, we need some looking for some callers to call in. Let's talk about it. Should the migrants get 150? What's that? $51 million? They're voting on it. So what's the deal, people? What's your thoughts? Talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to me. Right now, I'm waiting on you guys. Come on, call in. I need some callers. Come and talk to me. Tell me, what is your thoughts about this? Is it right? Is it wrong? What is it? Live, uncut, unedited. What is it, people? We need to right. Yeah, we had to do it, people. So I need you guys to come on in. Come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. Make sure you guys share the video. Share the video. Share the video. I need the videos to be shared. Share the video. Share the video. All right. I need you guys to share the video. We can come on in and make it happen. All right. I need some callers. All right. Callers. This is live, uncut, unedited. Somebody said, well, Martin, why you keep saying the same thing? Because more people coming in and they're leaving. That's what that is. That's how we do things over here. All right. Let's see how many people we got up here. All right. I got a couple of calls. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very sorry. Okay. I didn't get a chance to shout out no names. Caller, just hold up a minute. Let me holler out some names real quick. Jules Smith, real quick. Rita B. Melody Payne. All right. Crow.
Hello.
Hold on. I'm just calling out some names real. Mark Carter. What's going on, Mark? I know Mark should be calling in shortly. Tell us about what's going on. Barbie Farr, Tina and Laura, John Bingme, Stephen Darkinson, John. All right, Mark Carter, Melody Payne. All right, let's get started. All right, people, before my board getting full. All right, 5625. Come on, caller. 5625.
Okay.
Come on.
So, Martin, it's not right for them to get that money or whatever.
Okay.
But how did it go today at City Hall? Because I tuned in with you when I was at work, but how did it go?
I don't know. I need y'all to tell me. I know how it went. Let me ask you a question before we go any far.
Mhm.
Why you think that the migrants shouldn't get that 51 million?
You know, do you know how many homeless people we have here?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, you can walk.
Got a nasty echo, Martin.
Okay.
You could drive past
Ma'am,
that
you got
expressway.
echo. I don't have. Do you have echo, young lady?
No, I don't. I'm on my phone.
Okay. No echo. Okay. Go ahead.
But do you can drive past the expressway. You see all the homeless people. They gave them tents. They homeless, like the migrants. They homeless too.
Okay.
I mean,
So
why help them and not help the citizens of Chicago and Illinois? This.
I agree. Let me ask you a question. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the migrants are here. All right. Now, we just
Mm-hmm.
can't leave them laying around. So either we're going to bust them up and send them up out of here, or we're going to release the money. One of the two. Some going to have to give. Now,
We're gonna bust them up and send them up out of here.
Okay. We got to do something. Would it be cheaper
But
for
look,
us?
we don't know nothing about none of them. No background, no nothing, no nothing. So they come here and we putting them in our community. What you think they gonna do? We don't know if they rapists, they killers. I mean, we already get that going on in our community.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they do that, we're not gonna be able to track them because they migrants. They don't have no numbers. They don't have no social security number. They don't have nothing.
Mm. Okay.
But from my understanding, the only reason that Texas was able to do that is because we not a closed state for abortion. Is that right?
We're not a closed state. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like we're not against abortion.
Okay. I mean, we got abortion laws. I mean, everybody here don't believe in abortions, but here we do have a state where you can get abortion. This is
It's an open state.
Right. I know what you mean.
But my thing is, it has not happened before. Why all of a sudden they put these people on the bus and sent them to us?
Okay. Well,
to state.
So I just want to let y'all know that this is a national thing here in America. It's not just a Chicago thing. It's all over. You know, this is a call that's called from on high, from the white power structure on high. Mm-hmm. They want them over here. The Democrats. I believe Democrats and Republicans working on this. But I got to go to the next caller. Just hold on. I'll come back to you. All right. 912 area code. Come on, 912. Come on with it.
Oh, hey, Martin. This is me, Tina. How y'all
Oh,
doing?
wonderful. What's going
Uh,
on?
yeah. Well, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I ain't from Chicago, but I saw your video today. I was watching it all day. But yeah, that's kind of wrong and messed up, because I mean, y'all city was going through stuff, and y'all been asking for money for certain things like parks, school, homelessness. You know what I'm saying? And then had these people come in, and they're gonna give them 51 million. Come on, they ain't fix the problem that they already got in their own city. You know. So I think they're just making a big mess. Yeah, it's war going on down there in y'all city. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's just a big mess. And like the lady was saying, the young lady, they don't know these people's background. You don't know their mental status. And then they want to move them in the Democratic area, but little do they know, they might move them in the Democratic or low income areas, but they're gonna space out going to other areas too. You know what I'm saying? And it
Mm.
might end up if some of those officials on y'all council um, wind up in their area doing crimes. You know,
Yeah.
because we
Well,
don't know what these people is about. But I understand you say it's the people. It started from the White House. They made the decision, so
mhm. So we
it
got
is
we
what
got
it is.
yeah, we got to deal with it. Now I'm gonna just tell you, Brandon Johnson have his hands full. He's gonna have to deal with it. He
But it's
can't.
bigger than Brandon Johnson, Martin. It's bigger than him.
I know it.
You
I know it.
know.
I know it. Listen, you let me talk. Brandon Johnson have his hands full. He have to deal with this. He is the mayor over everybody, not just the white people, black people, Hispanic, Asian, migrants, immigrants, illegals, whatever you want to say. He's the mayor. He's going to have to make a decision. Listen, they can't just stay in the. They just can't stay in the police department in the hallways. They can't do that. So something has to be done. A decision is going to have to
Right.
be made.
Right.
So something's going to
And
have to
what?
be done.
Yeah, something gonna have to be done because it's gonna really get terrible out there.
Yeah.
And then the older lady with the cane, she was upset.
Mhm.
The lady on the video with the red
Right.
top and the white pants and the
Right.
cane. I don't know what happened. Went on something about and said she jumped them in the line or whatever. But I kind of felt sorry for her because she said something about her granddaddy was here in 1840 or something.
Mhm.
I just feel sorry a lot for the younger people and the older people. It's just a messed up situation.
Okay.
And like I say, I know it's not only just y'all city. They probably coming here because we already got some here. They've been here for a while,
Okay.
but
All
they
right.
know to stay in their lane here. Yeah,
Right.
they know to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it right there. I need to go to the next caller. 0123.
Okay, Mike. All right, I'm gonna hang up. Y'all go
Okay.
ahead.
Thank you. All right.
All right, bye.
0123.
Hey, how you doing, Mark?
Great.
Do I think they deserve it? I mean, should they give it to them? Yes, but I think they should give it to the black community also. I mean, we also have a bunch of homeless people downtown, as we spoke, as far as Tent City and Roosevelt. I think they should give it to the homeless community as a whole. So, but I think that'll cure it a lot instead of going back and forth with them. Now, as far as them coming over here, we don't know a lot about them, and there are pros and cons to both of them. Some of my former gang members that came through their prison systems and stuff like that. So it's just a chance you take with like everyday people that we have here already, that are convicted felons and murderers, and now we're merging them over to this society. It's gonna be a difficult transition, regardless.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why are they putting the migrants in the black communities? And you got Spanish communities, they can put them in them areas over there. Why is they put them in our community?
You know what? That's a good question, Mark. And I don't really have an answer for that.
Okay. I mean, you don't dump things in the black community. We're dealing with gang violence, drive-by shootings, snatching and grabbing, women being kidnapped, drug activity, failing schools, crooked politicians, overly aggressive police officers. I mean, man, what more? Why are they adding more onto the element? Yeah. So it's crazy, man. But I got another caller. I got another 912. Come on, 912. Then I think that's Mark on the live too. But go 912 first. 912. Area code.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
What's going on, bro? This is Sarge. Hey, Sarge, how you doing? All right.
Oh, I'm good. They don't deserve a dime
Okay, tell me why.
because didn't nobody ask them to come here.
Oh,
They
yeah.
came on their own
Hold
free
it.
will.
Hold it right there, Sarge. How we know that didn't nobody ask them to come here? That's
Who asked them to come?
we don't
across
know.
the
We don't know
border?
that. So listen.
Oh,
if-
yeah, we do.
Hold it now. So you telling me these migrants is coming to this country just on their own, millions, 500,000. They coming on their own. Somebody is inviting them over here. Tell them it's a future, a hope over here.
There you go. You just answered your own question. Future hope. Why do you think people leave Chicago and move to Arizona, Florida, Georgia, and Texas?
Sarge,
Because they have.
that's different. This is this within our country.
It's not different, Mark.
It is different. These guys are from another country. They are illegal. You can't come in another country illegally unless you're invited. These migrants are invited to come into this country. They're opening up the borders and letting them come in. We see it, brother, with our own natural eyes.
But didn't Biden say the border was secure?
Yeah.
I mean, he did say that, right? I'm not putting words in the man's mouth.
Yeah,
And the whole thing is what I've been saying for the longest. They are being, put into the black community because the black voting base is no longer necessary to the Democrat Party.
well,
So they got to replace them with somebody.
well, I'm hearing that in the city of Chicago, that an immigrant can be a police officer. That I do know. Maybe that's what I do know.
Yeah, they got work permits. They can legally work in the country. About the only thing that they can't do is vote in a presidential election. They
So-
can legally vote in New York for like the mayor.
Okay, well, let me ask you a difference. Let me ask you a question. And I got to go to the next call.
Uh-huh.
You can hold on. When the
But
Haitians,
Martin, I'm still on the know. Can I ask a question?
not right now.
Mhm. I know.
When the Haitians came over here on the boat, some of them lost their lives on the way over here. Now they was whooping them on horses, whipping on them, and they sent them back on the plane. Now, why they didn't allow the Haitians to stay, and they allow? Come on now, talk to me.
What's the melanated concentration of the Haitians?
Black.
You answered your own question again, Martin.
Okay. All right, hold it right
Blacks have become unnecessary for the Democrat Party.
there. Mhm.
Blacks as a whole don't vote Republican. You got 30% of black males that do vote for the Republican Party. You got 90% of black women vote for the Democratic Party. But that voting base is not broad enough anymore for the black vote to swing an election in favor of the Democrats. So they need bigger numbers. They need to make another permanent underclass
Okay.
to retain political
now,
power. It's all politics.
Let me say this. Now, in the city of Chicago, in the mayoral vote, it showed that black people had some power. They came together, and Brandon Johnson won the majority of the black vote. So we
Right.
do have some political power here in the city of Chicago.
Right, that's local.
I know.
When you talk on the national level,
Right.
it's different.
Right. Well, just hold it right there. Let me go to my dear sister. She had a question. Then I'm gonna go to Mark. I think he's on 5625. Come on. What was your question?
Martin, my thing is that
What's your
I
question?
as
You say you had a question. I need to hear a question. Go ahead.
My thing is that if they drop these people off over here, they have not been here. But
You got to talk a little louder. You sound muffled. You got to talk a little louder.
So when you go look at the people that's on the side of the road on the highway planting flowers, they're Mexicans. When you go look at the doctor's office, everybody in there is Mexican. You go look in the pharmacy field, any other field, they Mexican. And then when me as a black sister and I go into work, they is not friendly. So they just drop these people in our community and to give them this
okay,
money.
now I need you to ask the question. You say you had a question. You haven't asked me no question.
So I'm just telling you.
No. I need you to ask me a question. You said you had a question. So I'm trying to give you space to answer it. Next, I got to go to the next
I
one.
didn't have a question. I had a reply.
Okay, well, hold it. Hold it right there. Let somebody else. I got somebody else. On, I'll come back to you. 3962. 3962.
Yeah, Mark.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
So I want to say this to our people, because I know we've been taught to be a sympathetic people, sympathetic to others. These immigrant groups are not saying they want to see you with 50 million. So can y'all please stop saying you want to see them with 50 million? They're not speaking up for you. They'll never speak up for you. It's only our people who say such things. Well, they're here for a better life. No, they're here to replace you. They're here to even put you out of your house and have you sleeping under a bridge, like them black folks in California that thought that they were friends with those racist Mexicans over in California, only to find themselves homeless. And those same Mexicans burnt them out of their homes and now have rehabbed those homes and living. And so please, y'all, stop thinking that you owe it to another group to stand up and speak up for them, but they never stand up and speak up for you when they never stand up and speak up for you. We are set to be at zero wealth in less than 10 years. Our only solution is to unite and close the gates and develop our own neighborhood to house, feed, and clothe our people. Nobody is going to cry for you, stand up for you, demand resources for you, and any and everything and all of the above. They're here to represent themselves.
Hey, brother Mark, let me say this. Remember, you were standing right there when the lady with the cane, she was cussing them out. The Mexicans telling them to go back.
Yes.
Now, and she was saying something about 1840, her father. Listen, I want to say this message to the black people. Who cares about us? What war we fought in? How many dogs were sicked on us? Who cares about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these black? They don't care about that. They're coming over here to compete and eat. So all that civil rights stuff, that stuff don't mean nothing to them. They can care less about our history here in Chicago, America, whatever you want to call it. They can care less about it. I'm just telling you. Don't let them whoop that.
Use us.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
And all they want to do is use us. And when they can't use us, then there's no need for us when it comes to them. And so, again, please, 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 please stop speaking up for these people. They're not asking for $50 million for you. They're not saying, well, the black people deserve it too. They're not saying that. It's only our sympathetic ass that say things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They are here to replace you. Make no mistake about it. Let me say it. If I can say it 1 million times and you get it, I will say it 1 million times. They are here to replace you. You had better look at every city, county, and state across the country that these people have dropped down in. Everywhere they are, once they got their numbers up, from California to Florida to Washington, D.C., to Minneapolis, Minnesota, to New York, they replaced our people. And so let me talk solution, just a quick solution. The quick solution is that everybody get on board and help us demand that Brandon Johnson lead the charge, no different than he's leading the charge for these immigrants. He must stand side by side with us and demand, as we demand, this office of Black Americans with all of the resources. No, it's not bigger than Brandon Johnson. The buck stops with him. He has the executive authority system to say whether he's going to stand with or go against. And so since he found it within his power to say he supported Office of New Americans for Immigrants, he's going to find it within his power and authority to do the same when it comes to Black Americans. We listen to y'all say that too many times with Barack Obama. And it justified everything he didn't do for our people, because you all were saying the same thing. It's bigger than him. Give him a chance. Brandon Johnson is not new to politics in Chicago. Brandon Johnson has been around, to my knowledge, my recollection, since 2010. He was directly responsible for looking the other way as the Black Teacher Caucus chair, while 6,000 young Black sisters mainly lost their jobs in Chicago public schools, while he was supposed to be protecting them within the unions. And so, no, hell no, it's not bigger than him. The buck stops with him.
So, Mark, what is it that you want Brandon Johnson to do? And you coming up with solutions?
Get his Black ass in line with Black people to demand, as we demand for this office of Black Americans. The same way he came out and he's continuing to come out and say he supports the Office of New Americans for Immigrants, he gonna get his ass out here and stand with Black people and say he supports the Office of Black Americans.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think he should do that with the migrants, the ones that haven't been placed in our homes yet? Well, in the centers.
Send them back where they come from.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Well, take that 51 million that they're trying to get for them and do what the governor of Texas did. Rent a fleet of buses and send them back. Period.
Okay. Okay. So that's a solution. Now, what about the ones that's been placed in some of these schools? What do we do with them? What do you suggest? What you guys?
Send them back.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said earlier, Martin, and I'm gonna be brief. They came to this country voluntarily. I understand they want a better life than what they had. It's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. And what people aren't looking at outside the box, why are they getting sent all in the Black neighborhood? Because a lot of them are with the Mexican cartel, which controls the drugs. Yeah. So they are going to end up pushing for those that are selling dope in the hood. They're pushing them out the dope business too. To replace all of Black America in urban Democrat cities' mission is in full effect. And people, they don't see it. Being all caring and giving. Well, you know, they're poor and unfortunate. Oh, Black folk ain't poor and unfortunate.
Let me
always trying to help somebody else.
I want to ask you guys on this panel a personal question. When it comes to us, you know, I know we got spies in the house, but we got to say it. Why is it Black people always getting stepped on and bullied and pushed over? Why is it that? I mean, I'm starting with you, Mark. Why? I'm talking about as a race. Why? Brother Mark, go ahead. Hello, anybody there?
No, I'm listening to the people.
ask you a question, Mark. Why is it that black people, as a race, I'm talking as a group, always getting pushed over and stepped on it? And it's like we got this fake cry or fake pain that lasts probably 2 or 3 days, then everything go back to normal. What's up with that? I don't understand it. What's up with it?
Well, we have leadership that has lulled our people to sleep, that has dummied them down, that has softened them up through these churches, made them sympathetic for others, and harsh on themselves. And so it's very simple and easy for them to go back into this love everybody and don't get involved position. And so it's our job to reawaken them. That's what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Those that they have been following over the years, we must snatch their hearts, souls, and minds out of the hands of these charlatans, these sellouts.
Yeah.
I don't care if they pastors. I don't care if they old. I don't give a damn if they women. I don't care if they're my brother, your sister. If they're not talking about us rising up and demanding resources for our people, then we should not allow the people, or I'm not going to say allow, because people are allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do. But we must snatch our people out of their hands and show them the right way. We must demand that all these resources that they're giving these groups of these immigrants be given to our people. This is what's going to make them believe in us to follow what we're saying. Brandon know his ass is under fire. And he knows it's not going to be as simple as call the pastors and send the pastors over there and quieting them down. That shit is not going to work out in this day and time. This generational time, we're not doing what our parents allowed to happen in those 90s, man. While they mass incarcerated young people.
Get off my bed.
While they did all that evil stuff that they were doing, and our people wasn't saying nothing. The older generation wasn't saying anything. We gonna do something different this day and time.
I hope so. All right, let me go to the next caller. Hold on. I got a new call. I want to hear from them. 3268. 3268.
Good evening, Martin. What's going on with Roosevelt?
How you doing, Roosevelt?
You got a lot of cracking.
You got a lot of static in your thing. You got to take me off Bluetooth.
No, I'm not even on Bluetooth. This is my regular phone.
Well, you got to, I'm going to have to skip you because your phone is terrible, man. It's getting staticky and staticky.
Oh, I'm going to call you back on the phone.
Please do, because your phone is terrible.
Lord.
Ooh, that's his phone.
So, Mark.
Hold it. I got nothing. No. 67.99. Come on, caller. New caller.
Because there's too many of us that are cowards and coons.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they keep doing what they want to do with us. And when we march, they don't do nothing but laugh at us. If we handle this business like we supposed to, they will stop this. Now, everybody say violence is not the solution. Okay. But they're making us choose violence because they keep laughing at us like we're a joke. So we're going to have to do that one day to prove to them we're not playing with them.
Okay.
That's the only way. They'll stop doing this because they're going to keep doing it if we don't do nothing about it. All that talking, got to stop sometimes, man. We need to take care of this business because they're going to keep playing with us.
Yeah, fake pain, man. I hear people, black people. It's fake pain. That's exactly what it is. We don't do nothing. I'm believing that we're cowards or we don't know how to handle the business. What's up? What's up? Listen. And I'm gonna just say this, people, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I gotta say it. Man, listen, when they got them numbers, people, they're going to push on us. Trust me. When they got them numbers, they're going to push on us. I'm telling you, people. We went to that South Shore meeting. Did you see how the way that Spanish lady talked to us? She was rude. She was nasty with it. And
but they didn't get South Shore, did they?
Right. No, they didn't get it. They working on it. Don't think they're not now.
They
Don't
ain't
think,
getting it.
don't speak. Yeah, okay.
My high
Well,
school.
just hold on.
That's my going.
Yeah, hold on. All right, 1660 912. Come on.
Oh, hey, Martin, it's me. I'm Tina again.
Okay, come on
And
real
the
quick.
question you
Yeah.
asked, why they walk over us?
Yes.
Because they see every day, especially in the news, that we don't respect one another. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they don't respect us. And they see that we don't stand up for each other, you know. So that's why they do us like we illiterate or whatever, or dumb, you know what I'm saying? And to see that we killing each other and stuff. So, you know, when they get around us, they try to treat us some type of way, like we ain't got no sense. And I say this to say this. We need to start standing up and showing them that we love each other, even if you hate a person. When you're in their presence, don't let them know we hate each other. You know, I work in a hospital. And they have little altercations, but they do it in a quietness. You would never know what's going on because they ain't gonna let you see them bickering at each other.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold it right there. There. I got another call.
Yeah, Martin.
Okay, hold it. Got another caller. 3248. I ain't gonna leave nobody. Come on, 3248. 3248. Caller, do I got to call out your full phone number for you to answer? Last 4 digits of your number, 3248.
That's imposter. That's why he's not saying nothing.
All right, well, I'm
Yeah,
blocking.
exactly.
I'm gonna get him off. I'll get him off. All right, I got another caller. I get him off.
Oh,
okay. I'm going to the next caller. 8849. 8849. Last 4 digits of your number.
Hey, Martin.
All right, that's much better. Come on with it.
Well, as you know, I was there with you all today.
Yes, but that's the question.
And I kind of
hold on. The question is right now, Roosevelt. The question is, why is it that Black people get stepped on, pushed over everywhere we go? Why is it that? Why?
Well, I had an answer to that question because if you look at our history, first of all, you know, we descended from slaves. You know, they never intended us to be politicians or doctors or lawyers or even on a low level. They never intended for you to do what you do or for me to be a photographer or a past nursing assistant or, anything. It was always their goal, according to history, for Black Americans to always be slaves in this country. So even when we got free, that determination never left. So they did all sorts of things to Black people through redlining and through, twisting the laws to prevent vagrancy and stuff.
Stop it, Roosevelt.
They only look at us as 3/5 of a human being.
Roosevelt, hold it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I need you to answer the question. Why? I know what they did to us. I need to tell you why we as Black people allow ourselves get pushed and stepped over and don't do anything.
Allow. Okay, I didn't get the full understanding of the question. I thought you were asking me why it happens, but not why Black people allow it. I believe because, even though I'm a part of the Black church, but I can also see what the Black church has done to Black people. Because they twisted, back in the day when people couldn't read or didn't know no better, twisted a couple of scriptures in the Bible, that one in Genesis where it says slaves obey your masters and that kind of stuff. And they use certain scriptures, even about forgiveness, to make Black people much more docile. So by most of us being in this Black church environment, and even all of us or some people who weren't a part of the Black church, they still have people in the Black church, I guess, within family and friends.
Roosevelt,
it's just Roosevelt, to be more forgiving or docile.
Roosevelt.
So this is why we allow it.
Okay, that's what I want. I mean, something wrong with us. Something wrong with us. Can't be wrong with nothing wrong with the white people. Something wrong with us. We allow this to happen to us. And see, how could a country that we've been slaves, our ancestors have been slaves, been oppressed, red line, Jim Crow, mass incarceration, drugs saturate our communities, and come in, some up from another country come in and be treated better than we are. And make it so worse is that you putting 20 and 30 million dollars in our community and we're not getting none of that money. It's not like y'all renting from us. Listen, so you coming in the community, doing business in the community, but not business with the people that live in that community. So something's wrong with it.
It's kind of simple. People just ain't hitting the mark. I'm going to give it to you very simple and very quick. When the separation of church and state thing ended, and the United States government made this thing called a faith-based initiative, they infiltrated the black church. Okay? Now, one question, Martin. When you had Fred Hampton and the Black Panthers, who infiltrated them?
They own.
No.
They own, infiltrated them. Some of them sold each other out. They had spies.
But the main one was working. The main one was working for who, Martin? William O'Neill worked for who?
Who did he work for?
The FBI.
It was more than him. Black Panther wasn't just located in one city.
Hold on, Martin. He worked for the FBI. Now, analyze this real quick. The separation of church and state ended with the black church getting infiltrated with what? Faith-based initiative. Aren't those initials FBI? Yeah. Talk to me quick, don't talk to me slick.
Yeah, I know about that. That's George Bush pushed that on that. Yeah.
There you go. So it's black people have been lulled to, turn the other cheek and this, that, and the third into submission. And they think that, this is,
let me just tell you.
Well, let's just pray on it.
Let me say this, brother, listen. I'm going to be honest with you. Some people ain't never stepped foot in church, don't care nothing about church. They don't care about no Christianity. They don't care about Jesus, God, Allah, Buddha, whoever you serve. They don't care about that. And we see that. So all that turning cheek stuff, everybody ain't turning cheeks. Look at these young folks.
Well, we understand that, Martin. Folks. But you have, you just answered your own question. You have the older people. When the younger people are looking for some sort of answer because everything that fell apart in their life, they are going to seek out guidance from someone that's been there and done that already to make sense of why their life is the way it is today.
So basically,
then you rewind the clock to the faith-based initiative. It's very simple.
Yeah, but that's part of it. Let me hear the sister. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, my sister.
There's no loyalty. The bottom line is loyalty. We, as a black community, we will sell each other out. We do jealousy. But one thing I can tell you about those Mexicans and those white people, they're going to stick together. It's for some reason, we as black people do not stick together.
Well, let me just say this. Let me just say this.
Okay.
Let me say this.
Because I have something for the sister, but go ahead.
I'll let you say.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this. The number one problem that I see with us is self-hate. That's the number one problem I see outside of sin, which is bad. But I'm talking about with black people. Self-hate. 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 That's what it is. Hold on, sister. Hold it.
Okay.
Let's be in turn. You come on now. Listen. Self-hate. Yeah, you keep talking. You keep, come on now. Put some respect on it. Listen. Self-hate is number one, people. Number one. Self-hate. If you are afraid to see another black person win or achieve something that you probably won't be able to achieve, self-hate. Or if you're so quick to kill another black person just because of a simple argument or a simple disagreement, that's self-hate. If you are not patronizing black businesses the way you're supposed to support them, that's self-hate. Well, you say, well, Martin, I shop for convenience. Listen, if we got to go the extra mile to shop at a black-owned business, let's do it. We make so many excuses, not while we're not supporting one another. When I went in business, none of my relatives supported me. None of the friends. It was outsiders that came in and support. Then when they started seeing me winning, now they want to come on in. See, people, it's number one is self-hate. Self-hate, people. We are afraid of each other winning. That's what it is. It boiled down to it all day. We caught up into this material things. We can't take none of this with us. A lot of us that's on this live right now, that's established, got homes and material things. Listen, we got some things in our possession that we'll never use, never wear, but we won't give them away. We won't bless it with nobody. That's selfishness. Listen, every opportunity that we didn't take advantage of in this country, they're going to give it to the migrants. Every opportunity, people. They are here to compete. If we standing on $16 an hour, they'll take 10 just to get the job and work hard because they know they're in a competition. See, we don't know that we're in a competition. See, we just thinking, listen, let me just say something, people. China declared war on America a long time ago. Well, they said, well, what you talking about, Martin? We free to go out here, not with bombs, but through the economy. China have the number one economy. They declare war on America through the economy. And listen, people, black people, only thing they got for us is a court date and a jail cell in the cemetery. They showing us how they feel. They showing us right now, you're nothing. We don't need you. We're going to replace you. Everybody see it. Nobody want to say nothing because it's not politically correct to say that. Black people.
Well, Martin, a lot of people,
brother,
people
let me talk.
mind
Let me talk.
Brother, let me talk. Business mode.
Brother, let me talk. Let me talk. I'm talking. Let me talk. Listen, black people, we are being replaced. We are in a war. We are in a race war, not of guns and bullets and shooting, blowing somebody's brains out. We're in a war of competition. That's where we are. And our competitors, they have help. They are given a blueprint to follow. And it will lead them until a path of education, home ownership, businesses, politicians, law enforcement, lawyers, is leading them in that direction. I'm telling you. Biden already said America is doomed. And he told us as black people, we're going to have to get along with him. That's what Biden told us. I played it on this station. We're going to have to get along with them, not them getting along with us. So in other words, he letting us know that they are here to stay. So black people, just keep it on up. Keep on lecture sliding. Keep on saying it ain't happening to me. I got money. Just keep doing that. And you're going to wake up. Your grandsons, they going to still be on 47 in the Calumet, 79th and Cottage Grove, 64th and District, Madison and Pulaski, shooting, gunning out, selling packs. Listen, they're going to force them into a life of crime. Our young
Yeah.
people are running around here wild, wild, no love. We don't even understand their language. We hate the young people. The young people hate the
No.
older people. Listen, you don't have to say it. It's being displayed right now. I see it. I see it. You don't have to say you hate nobody. You treating them like that. Like Brother George Blakemore said, you don't have to call me the N-word. You treat me like one. You don't have to tell me that Black lives don't matter. And I'm not talking about that feminist organization, but you showing me that Black lives don't matter by the way you treat me. It's like a man that's married to a woman. Never come home.
And
Never come home. When he do at home, he sleep. He take care of his home. He don't love that woman. He don't love. His actions says that he don't love that woman that he's married to. America don't love Black people. When are Black people gonna understand that? When are we gonna stick together on something major and make it happen? Because I'm going to tell you, it's finna be an economic crisis in our community. You can see it now. Look at Chicago. Look at our business area. We got people that can't even speak the language and come and get millions of dollars. Imagine that store right across the street from 64th and King Drive. Y'all call it the O Block. We call it the Parkway Gardens. One little store right there that where King Von Mural is. I guarantee you that store probably makes about $1 million a year. $1 million. $1 million a year. I'm telling you, that store is making that much money in the Black community. In the Black community. The corn man. Hold on, sister. Hold it. I'm talking. Hold it. Hold it. I'm going to give you a turn. The corn man that's standing in front of the old McDonald's building, ain't never been robbed, ain't never been touched, making thousands of dollars a week. So you telling me nobody in Parkway can come across the street and sell corn and snowballs and whatever? Are you telling me that our people that's living in that low income area can't open up a stand? Listen, you're not going to have a Black person setting up no business in the Mexican community. It's not going to happen.
Period.
It's just not going to happen. It's not because the Mexicans are racist. They know about group economics. They're not going to let that money leave their community. And guess what? I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at us because we are the ones allow everybody to come in our community and get our money. And what do? They buy a little back to school book bags, turkeys, Halloween costume. And we proud, walk around here. Listen, people. We've failed from business owners. Now we begging in the poverty line, standing in the soup line. Ain't that something? Isn't that something? Very prosperous. Begging. I'm talking about as a group.
Materialism, Martin.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as a group, people, we're falling. I'm talking, sister. Sister, I'm talking. I'm talking, sister.
I know.
All right, let me do this. All right. But anyway, listen, people, this thing is serious. This is serious. We're going to wake up one day and they're going to be our landlords. They're going to be property owners. They're going to be business owners. They're going to be law enforcement, politicians, all of those things. And what's going to come in our heart? Bitterness, jealousy, envy. I'm telling you, that's what's going to come in our heart. Murder, hate, that's what's going to come in our heart. I'm telling you, people, don't let no politician And y'all know I stood for Brandon Johnson. And I'm not only talking about Brandon, I'm talking about those aldermen as well. Not just Brandon Johnson. Don't forget about the aldermen. We got to get them too. Because they are the ones that's passing policy. And a lot of those politicians are trying to play both sides. They standing on the fence. Whatever's comfortable to do, that's what they're going to do. And remember what I said. Politicians only cater to two types of people. The one that bankroll them and the ones who they most fear. And you know who they fear, the white folks. And whoever bankroll them, which is probably the corporations, these self-made millionaires. They're going to cater to their needs. They're going to cater to them. This is real, people. This is real. So we got to make up in our minds, what are we going to do? Are we going to lay down and die, or are we going to stand up and fight? We still can love God and fight. God is a God of war. He's a God of understanding. He's a God of peace, God of justice, God of righteousness. If God takes Chicago off the map, wipe it out, kill everybody in Chicago, he's still just, he's still righteous, and he's still holy because he's God. So I'm just telling y'all, they in competition. They don't care nothing about that old Black History Month, February. That means nothing to them. I'm trying to tell y'all, Rosa Parks, sitting on the back of the in front of the bus. They don't care about that. Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. Marcus Garvey, moving back to Africa. They don't care about that. Minister Louis Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson. They don't care. They're here for one thing only, to get that bag. And they've already been educated not to mingle with Black people, not to trust you. You're the enemy in their eyes. And they're set, their eyes are set to take your place in every area that they can take. Look around in your restaurants. Look on your construction sites. Just look all around you. What do you see? What do you see? People, this is serious. This is no laughing matter. We love all people, but we have a special love for our people first. And that's how it's got to be. Race first. They're not saying race first, but they're showing us. Nobody taking up for Black people. Nobody. You got some of you right now that's listening to me and watching me. You hate that you Black. You hate to see yourself in the mirror. You hate to be identified as Black. But guess what? That's not a video on social media. There's not a news station here in America can make me turn my back on Black people and hate Black people. Because all I know, whatever you see in the media that's negative, derogatory, that doesn't represent every Black person at all. It doesn't represent every Black person. So don't let the media paint this image in your mind that Black is always wrong. It's not right. I'm one of the nicest persons in the world until you cross me. I love being Black. I got locks, dreads, y'all call them, going to the back. And I ain't shot nobody. But guess what? I'm a man. And I believe in self-defense. I believe in defending what's mine. And anything, Black people, that's left unprotected will be taken away. You seeing it right now unfold. Everything that we didn't protect, a guard, is being snatched right from among us. Right now. Right now. They're showing us, the government, we got money. We can print the money for what we want done. All right, I'm gonna let y'all talk now. I'm sorry, but I got to preach and tell the truth. When I feel it, I just feel it, and I'm telling you, this thing is real, people. And I'm gonna tell you, any leader, any activist, any whoever that calls themselves speaking out for the black community, if they are in love with money, you can't trust them. You better watch them, because when anybody that's in love with money, they'll sell a soul. They'll do a Judas. I'm telling you, they'll turn on their own kind. You got to have some type of integrity when you speaking up for our people. I'm telling you, people, and money is right up there with oxygen. We can't live without it, and we need it. But there's got to be a point that you would not go. There's got to be a point that you say, hey, race first. It's got to be a point. But if you got that mindset, that greed mindset, you will never be an effective leader. People will always look at you and say, hey, can't trust this one right here. This is real. This is serious, people. We got black sisters right now, black mothers with children that have been on the waiting list here in Illinois, Chicago for years and not going to be able to get it. It's going to be, they're going to even be pushed either further back on the list because of this, people. Black people, where's our fight at? Do we have any fight left in us? Are we just complainers and do nothing? We got to learn how to fight. It don't necessarily have to be with guns and knives and all that. We got to know how to think. We got to know how to maneuver. And I'm going to tell you, there's a difference when someone is being friendly with us. That don't mean necessarily they're our friend. So don't get them confused. Being friendly and being a friend is different. So don't get them confused. You can go in a place of business and they can be friendly with you, but not your friend. I'll tell you that. People know how to be friendly, but that doesn't mean that they're your friend and they have your best interests in heart. It's deep tonight, people. I didn't know I was going to go this far, but I got to tell it. I got to wake my people up. I got to wake my people up. And let me say something to the pastors out there. Now, y'all know I come from the religious community, but I'm no fool. Trust me. Reverend, George called it Reverend Woo Woo. Reverend, don't sell your people out. Don't sell your people out, Reverend. Don't lead your people into a burning building. Don't do it. Don't do it for that dollar. Don't do it. All right, let me go back. Come on, Sarge. I'm going to let you talk now. I'm out of my mode.
Okay. For my 912 sister that's on here.
No, you can go ahead on. I'm just listening.
No. You 912, right?
Yeah, I'm 912, but you can go ahead.
Okay. Now, perfect example. You have people that's trying to keep their head above water. Last I knew, in South Savannah. Right? They ain't walking around with iPhones and Jordans and this and that. But remember what used to be Yamacraw projects?
Yeah.
And when they moved them into what they call, what was that thing they called it? Mixed income housing. And you see what they did. You see what they did to that building when they moved it from Yamacraw into that building around working folk? You gotta have pride in what you own. See? Or what you have. Have pride in what you have. See, a lot of people just don't care. They got that mentality of we black and our ancestors were slaves, and the United States government owe us A, B, C, D, and E. No, you owe yourself. Just like what Martin B. said, you owe it to yourself to be a better person, and you will hold on to that dollar you got. You will work with your brother and sister with that dollar you got. Then that'll start this thing called group economics. See, then history will repeat itself for what it was when segregation was alive and well. Blacks didn't have any choice but to support each other business-wise. But the minute desegregation kicked in, it took all the money out the community. It ain't white folk that did that. Black folk did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, stop me when I lie, Martin.
well, I don't think I don't agree with
Right.
you with America do owe black people some things, though. Everybody else have got reparations except black people.
No. I ain't saying they don't owe black people anything. Not that.
Okay.
But the mentality of a lot of people is just like, you owe me, and that's it, and I don't want to hear nothing else, and all I want is mine. Okay. But really don't even know what you owe. That's like reparations for slavery. Don't even know how the rules go.
Violence.
All right.
It's only supposed to be for 40,000, which was a bogus number of the slaves that were freed. Nobody looks at that.
Right. I don't know how they got that number, but
See?
let me go to this new caller.
Bogus, like everything else.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that number. 7365. I got a new.
Roosevelt, you from Savannah?
I got a new caller. 7365. Come on, new caller. New caller.
Martin, this is Steve.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? All right, Steve. All right.
Pretty good. Yeah, and I was glad I get to meet you this morning.
Oh yeah. Live, uncut, unedited. I'll see you. Yes. Glad you came and introduced yourself to me too. Yeah. Come and talk to me, Steve. You always have some.
Yeah, one thing
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Say what you got to say.
Somebody said the Mexican issue is a distraction. Well, let me just say something. We got enough people in America to fight 10 things at one time. It's no distraction. Listen, let me just say this, people. Black people, we have to learn how, we need to know the art of war. As I said earlier, China has declared war on America through the economy. They're trying to make our economy collapse. Not only China's, other countries. They know they can't beat us with the big pistol. They know our pistol is bigger than theirs. They know that. So they come in from another angle. And listen, people, I'm finna tell y'all something. You ain't gonna like the statement that I make. A prostitute, she would do business with anybody that got money. Don't care if you're affected with disease. If you got that money, a prostitute gonna do business with you. Now, I want to relay this to America. America is willing to sleep in the bed with her enemies just for business, for money. I'm telling you, I know you don't like the way that sounds, but America is sleeping in the bed with a lot of her enemies. I'm telling you, anybody from another country can buy a piece of property here in America. It's a corporation and profit. But go ahead, my South Holland brother. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. South Holland brother. Get in my mood. Come on, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is why this is happening, with these migrants, they come in our area, they're trying to take over us. I think this is a way to wake us up, that we need to step up to put our own selves first and help retake our communities back instead of just waiting around and complaining. I think this is just happening to wake us up. That's all I have.
Okay, appreciate you. And let me just say something, people. I'm not a hater of no race. As I said, I don't want to see migrants, blacks, white, anybody homeless, sleeping outside on park benches and police departments and stuff like that. That's not I don't have that type of heart. Not at all. But I will say this. I believe that charity begins at home first. And I'm going to tell y'all this. There's not a Bible or Quran or Constitution, law, bylaws going to stop the white man from feeding his people first. It's not going to happen. He knows the importance. Mark Carter said it all the times. The white man know if he don't feed his children going to eat them. They know it. And we witnessing that right now with the black race, Black America. Our children are not eating, and guess what? They eating us. This is real, people. This is a serious conversation. This is not a conversation of hate. This is not a conversation of jealousy or either debate. Trust me. I love all people. But I'm sensitive enough to know that you're in competition with me, and I know that you're trying to get ahead of me. Listen, we're in a competitive society, and it's time to compete, black folks. Who can beat us doing anything? Why you think they have to call others to join in with them to keep us down? Why you think that? Because we're great. Everything we do, we put a twist on it. When we sing, we put a twist on it. When we work, we put a twist on it. When we dance, we put a twist on it. When we go in the studio, we put a twist on it. Everything that we do, we put a twist on it. When we design, we put a twist on it. When we do our hair, we put a twist on it. People, we are a great people. We have to tell ourselves, we have to remind ourselves, we are great. When we do sports, we put a twist on it. Gymnastics, we put a twist on it. Why you think that they keep us out of these things? Why you think when we catch up, they keep raising up the bar? Every time we catch up, they raise up the bar. People, because we are great people. All the hell, and I'm not cussing, that we've been through in this country and still going through. Guess what? We're still here. Really owning nothing, but we're still existing. This real, people. This is no joke. You have a lot of black millionaires. A lot of them. But what good is millions when you don't own no natural resources, when you don't control the food, when you don't control the water? What good? The electricity, the gas. You own nothing really. No gold, no diamonds, no precious gems, none of that. All we got to show is that paper money. And guess what? Who face on that paper money? A white man. His face is on that money. And he tells you what that dollar is worth. Ain't a thing that you can do or say. What you gonna say if he say you got $10,000 in the bank and he tell you your 10,000 is only worth 1,000? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. Nothing. But go along. All right, people. Somebody else can talk.
Well, the sister had a comment. She was trying to get in.
Well,
Oh no, I was asking, was you from Savannah also?
No, I'm from Chicago. I was stationed at Hunter Army Airfield. That was my last duty station.
Okay.
That's why I'm Savannah familiar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah, I'm born and raised here.
all right.
Yeah.
Black people, we don't want to cut out.
She could tell you some things about down that way.
Mm-hmm.
You have people that's on the outskirts, right?
Well, let me say this to you, Sarge. Let me just tell you something. The
Mm-hmm.
same thing that's going on here in the city of Chicago, New York, Detroit, Boston, wherever black people are, it's the same thing going on everywhere. It's the same thing.
It's going on here.
And that's what I was getting to.
Okay.
When you got the Democrat leadership that's selling the people out that voted them in.
That's always.
See? Now I know a lot of people they want to tell me, oh, so you think if you voted Republican, that's gonna make it all better. Like, I'm not saying that. Okay. I never said that. I'm just saying look at the policies and the lack of commitment from that party to black people. You see what I'm saying? You had Shirley Chisholm. She was the first black woman to run for president. They started the Congressional Black Caucus, all black, all Democrat, 1971. They don't have a single policy they tried to push through Congress to help downtrodden, keyword, downtrodden black America. Now they're going to help the elitists get whatever they want so they can stand up on high and look down on low. You see what I'm saying, Martin?
Mm-hmm.
So for those that, Leonard, a Trump supporter, and he removed, they that's that reactionary mindset that has been in place within black America. I'm like this. Who got the money? And how can I get some? See, I'm going to ear hustle with the folk that got money. Now, how did they do this? Let me see. I'm leaning in.
Hey, listen. But let me say this.
Stability.
Sarge, let me say this, bro. It ain't just about the money. It's about the power. Because a lot of black people got money.
And that's where you get to the power.
Listen. It's some doors that money can't open. But guess what? If you got that power to make executive orders and write some legislation, you're a bad man or a bad woman. I'm telling you, bro.
That's true.
Listen.
That's true.
We got money, but if you know how to work this pen and get some legislation passed that's going to benefit the people that look like you and I, you're a bad man or you're a bad woman. Bad as in good, if I may use that term. So we need power, brother. We don't just need no money. We need some power. We need to be at the table making decisions. I'm telling you. Listen, politicians, they are the key. Black politicians and preachers are the key to our prosperity and for us to gain power in this country. And I ain't talking about
Martin.
I ain't talking about a black face with a white man behind it running it, which is called a pass-through business. I'm not talking about that. We got a lot of that going on. There's a black company over there, but secretly behind doors is owned by whites. I'm telling you, people.
And see, the thing is this, Martin. You've got people that are in a position of power to make changes, and they're not willing to do it. I mean, you look at Kamala Harris. The only time that she says she's a black woman is when she can gain from it.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, brother.
And black women started seeing that, and they woke up. I'm like, thank you, sister.
Yeah. Let me say this. Sister fell asleep. I got a new caller. Let me see what this new caller got to say. Hey, new caller. 2305. Come on, new caller. 2305. Caller. This is went to sleep on us. Caller. All right. Caller. This is went to sleep on us. Ooh. I got a new caller. I gets hung up. But all right, people. Well, we're gonna leave it there anyway. I'm gonna mute everybody out. We're gonna leave it there anyway. That's it, Sarge. We're gonna mute everybody out. And it's about it anyway. Yeah. We're gonna get done. We said enough today. We said enough, people. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is. Live,
Share the
uncut,
video.
unedited. I love being black. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right. All power to the people. Peace.